Guys, welcome back. This time your boy again, Adamslink. How are you that day? Welcome to another crazy video. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you guys are watching this video from. I hope you guys are very much doing okay. So first, I want to address this giveaway issue. I see some of you are always messaging me, telling me, Adamslink, do giveaway. I understand, guys. No worry, I also do giveaway. For those of you who need a giveaway, I also do giveaway, and it's coming very, really soon. Before the end of this year, I'm most definitely gonna do it. After all, you guys are really awesome, and you guys have been supportive and all the rest, and thank you very much anyway. So let's jump right into today's discussion. We're gonna check out Davido, Yul Edochie, and some other stuff as well. Content creators about to go to jail because of them spending excessively. But firstly, let's talk about Davido. Of course, you know exactly what happened to Davido now. Davido took the time to reply someone who blamed him for his son's death. So this guy, when this whole issue was happening with Davido, this guy wrote to Davido. He said, in advanced country like in the US, Davido and Chioma will be investigated for the death of their son and probably sued for negligence if found guilty. Put emotion aside. This is a legal issue. You don't read. Davido has always been careless and carefree. Blame him for the sudden death of his son. He could have taken precaution by being a proactive father who supervised his son's swimming lesson, thus preventing any misfortune from happening. This is what this guy wrote. Honestly, it's not that he's entirely wrong. Because of the emotions involved, people will look at it like, okay, this guy is reaching for too much. Let me repeat. Will be investigated for their son's death and probably sued for negligence. Put emotions aside. This is a legal issue. You don't read. Davido has always been careless and carefree. Blame him. He said, blame Davido for the sudden death of ifeanyi. That's what this guy said. But let us be completely honest. During the time of when similar stuff happened to the band, may their sons still continue to rest in paradise. The band was invited and investigated by the police. Maybe Davido was also investigated as well. And yes, because we had the police were actually in that matter. Police arrested about 5 persons. Davido wasn't around. Chioma wasn't around. They traveled. Davido was invited and he was investigated. Police did their investigation and Davido wasn't around and they employed a nanny. I don't know if the nanny is still in police custody. We do not know that. But what we know that police were actually in the case. CCTV were shown. So we do not know the outcome of the investigation. But yes, there was an outcome, guys. They said it was actually drowning. There was no foul play. Negligence. Then somebody just have to pay. We do not know. I know say our African culture be like, no, what did happen? Forgive them. What did happen? We are used to that. But in a civilized, real, well structured country, they don't let this kind of things slide. Somebody have to go to jail for it. If some doctors, like Michael Jackson doctors, can be sent to jail for negligence, then I think anybody can be also sent to jail for negligence over a child. So guys, I am just saying, I know emotions were high then, and this guy got a lot of blast. But however, Davido replied this guy. Davido is now online, reading through what people were saying there, and he simply said, thank you. I hope what happened to me will never happen to you. Amen. I hope what happened to me may never happen to you. Amen. That is coming from Davido. He sent it to this guy, and this guy posted the picture. He said, Davido just sent this to my DM. What does it really mean? Cause I don't know. Well, like I've said before, now usual stuff now. They were supposed to be investigated, and they were investigated just the same way the band was investigated, and there was an outcome. But and some few arrests were made. I do not know if one of the nanny and the cook are still in police custody. We do not know. So, guys, let's move past that and let's discuss about Yul Edochie, who currently needs help. He needs help in a way that, he's trying as much as possible to apologize to his wife to his first wife for marrying a second wife. According to him, what he wrote recently, publicly wrote this on his Instagram story, and the picture and the write-up are still there. He never took it down. He's the one going around talking, and always talking. And I understand him clearly. This is a man who truly loves his first wife. And maybe May is giving him attitude. And of course, May is supposed to give attitude. And he seriously wants May back. And he keeps apologizing. And this time he said, to my dear wife, Queen May Yul Edochie, I acknowledge that I hurt you deeply and I apologize to you countless times. I take the blame for my actions. You are supposed to take the blame for your actions. Don't say you take the blame. I agree with you that polygamy shouldn't be forced on anyone. You never bargained for it from the beginning, neither did I, but I guess life happens. You already know the whole story. I didn't do it to disrespect you. I didn't do it to replace you. Not because I do not love you anymore. No, I have always loved you and always will. I have been a good husband and a wonderful father. I have supported all your hustle from day one. I have been an exceptional father to our children till date, making sure they lack nothing and always there for them, for everyone. Out of 100%, I have done 99 things right. Hating me because of one thing isn't the best. Nobody is perfect. I am not perfect. You are not perfect. Nobody is except God. Understand? He's actually begging me. I saw a lot of messages coming on and blasting Yul Edochie for sending out this message, and some people will say, oh, Yul Edochie has a lot of pride. Why is he apologizing like this? Like they expected him to kneel and beg and cry. You are unserious. You should actually expect Yul Edochie to kneel and beg and cry. Someone like this actress Doris, she said, what an entitlement. Can you please allow your wife May some peace moment without trying to chase clowns always with the situation? I'm in same situation with your wife, so I understand perfectly well what she's going through. Kindly enjoy the newborn of your bone and flesh, of your flesh. Where is your shame? You see, people that have never been married before, people that have never been in that position before, are the one talking. Understand? Trying to point blame. Yul Edochie, from me, okay, they never bargain about it. Yul Edochie is a Christian, and they have that high ideology, one man to one wife. So, if Yul Edochie was a Muslim, then I think we have every right to be like, you knew this guy was a Muslim, right? Even if he told you that, okay, he would never marry a second wife. You knew he's a Muslim, right? So you played yourself. We will not blame Yul Edochie that much. But this one just coming out of the blue. So that's why a lot of people are blaming Yul Edochie. Because he's a Christian, they have their own way of life. So he's supposed to marry that second wife. But Yul Edochie has deleted that second wife's pictures from his Instagram account. What is happening with Yul Edochie and the second wife? You see something is going on there. Yul Edochie is no longer in good terms with that second wife anymore. It seems something is going on, guys. I do not know yet. I cannot put my hands on it. But Yul Edochie deleted every picture of that second wife from his Instagram story. And I feel like he was just too forward with it. You married a second wife and you are trying to force it on your first wife. Just talking about it, bragging about it, saying you are polygamist. No, it's just too much. Relax yourself. He actually just brought everything out. No one is even interested in his movies anymore. No one is even interested in his political life anymore. Now, recently he said he has a God calling. No one is interested if you are being called by God to preach. Everyone is not interested about what you have to say about your wife. Marry a second wife. You're Edochie's first wife. You're Edochie's second wife. You're Edochie's wives. Well, if I was me, I would find a way to forgive Yul Edochie. But I feel like he's not doing the right thing. He has already publicly apologized to me, so I think it's enough. All he needs to do now is to apologize physically. Make sure he gets his wife back. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your their doctor is old enough to talk to their mom. Talk to your daughter. He cannot divorce the other wife. Or maybe if something's happening, maybe there are some secrets, then they can divorce. So guys, meanwhile, check out this guy. What's his name? This one's coming from the popular Uche. What he has to say about Yul Edochie.
Mr. Red Bra, you finally did it, though. Oh, yeah, finally listening to you. Congrats.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Red Bra.
Yes, you don't listen to me. Now you finally don't listen to me. Tell me you call me Mr. Red Bra. You don't listen to me. Yes, sir. But what thing I want to tell you with this. My sister don't forgive you. But in the next 10 AK market days, go return the bride price. Where you go carry second yawo, go return bride price.
Guy's never married before. I don't think he ever hopes on getting married. But that they get mouth pass for person matter. They don't marry. So guys, let's move past that. Let's talk about content creators. So this guy, Dr. Sina, he said one day some of these sketch makers will cast. You will just be reading news and seeing headlines. Sketch makers buy a mansion in Lekki. I wonder if all these sketches that have boost retweeting and liking them translate to money. Won't be surprised if some sketches are to cover money laundering. Simple theatrics. Act funny so no one think you are a fraudster. People will probably be laughing at your sketch, which I don't find funny most times, and forget to think that's a fraud right there. Well, he said most of all those sketch makers who are buying mansions, cars, and all the rest, posting it online and everything, that you should be surprised very soon there will be headlines everywhere about them getting arrested for fraud and money laundering. Well, I understand though. I understand there are some dubious people. They are not really like satisfied with the kind of money they are getting. And firstly, sketch makers are making serious money. Sketch makers are making serious money. An average sketch maker can make up to, not even average, yeah, all those top sketch makers in a month can make up to 50 to 65,000 and even close to 100,000 monthly. Yes, in Nigeria. And meanwhile, this is what Daddy Free said. He said, "Dear doctor, as a content creator myself, working with a management team, the manager, many of these sketch makers, the management team that manage many of these sketch makers I can tell you authoritatively that a few makes as much between $50,000 and $75,000 monthly. A month, oh, I am not sure any doctor in the US earn that much, let alone in this high-lying economy. Any average case makers with good content earn anything between 5,000 to 50,000 monthly. So let's not be too hasty to jump into conclusion, especially in terrains that are unfamiliar. Of course, this does not mean some are not into nefarious activities such as money laundering and other illegal deals, but let's be careful not to generalize. Exactly, guys. Even our Nigerians doing legit work, traveling abroad, honestly speaking, how much now they make per month? If we make money per month, they reach $4,000 or $5,000. There are people over. Just imagine making that kind of money over there and still paying bills. And somebody here in Nigeria making 10,000 to 20,000 US dollars. Even making, okay, they make $5,000 in USA. And somebody here also making that $5,000 here. Here. Your bills and that person bills are the same. Your bills are way more higher. This person over here will buy many stuff than you over there. And you guys are earning the same stuff. That guy, the person here can quickly buy a Benz than you who is over there because of your bills. The bills here are expensive to Nigerians earning in Naira, but they are not expensive to Nigerians earning in dollar living in Nigeria. That's just the difference. Those sketch makers are making money, but some of them are also doing internet fraud and money laundering. But don't generalize everything. Those of them doing internet fraud and money laundering, one day will cast. Because nothing will the cast. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy again, Adamslink. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Catch you next time. Peace.